Hey Tenor, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll go over some of the best primary weapons you should be using as a new player. As usual, timestamps below. Before we go through the list, we need to talk about how weapons are powerful. Mods are the basis of power in Warframe. The actual weapons play a part too, but with proper modding, any weapon can clear the star chart easily. So, I've included simple builds with no Orokin Catalyst or Potatoes or any former. Mastery rank in itself does not give power, but unlocks more options and weapons for you to use. Now I grouped up the weapons to fit certain playstyles, so we'll start off with shotguns. Right off the bat, we have the boar. The boar is unlocked at Mastery rank 2 and its blueprint is dropped from the Grineer. The boar is an automatic shotgun with a large magazine. It fires a bunch of pellets and it fires them quickly. It is good for clearing out hordes of enemies with its wide spread. Adding a fire rate mod would allow the boar to spit out bullets quickly. The boar does struggle with ammo unfortunately. When you have a fully automated shotgun, you can get trigger happy with all the fun it brings. Most enemies get killed in 1 or 2 shots, so try not to spray and pray. The build for the boar is simple enough. Basic damage mod and several elemental mods will be enough for most of the star chart. The mod mission in the Void is around the midpoint of the game, and even with unranked mods and no potato, the boar is doing well. The boar can be upgraded much later in the game, allowing it to transform into a beam weapon. Keep in mind, this is much later, but it is still fun and good to use later on. Get the boar especially for clearing hordes of enemies, and if needed, keep a melee weapon in hand in case you run out of ammo. The second shotgun would be the Hack. The Hack is unlocked at MR4 and its blueprint is obtained from the market. The Hack is the polar opposite of the boar. It is semi-auto, it has a small magazine, and its spread is narrow. You see this weapon get recommended a lot, and that is because of the sheer damage the Hack can do. The Hack hits hard and most enemies that are tanky become one-hit kills. It feels good to use. You can feel the weight of all 4 barrels when firing. One of its weaknesses is the small magazine size and needing to reload after 4 shots, and like all shotguns, struggle at range. But it is great for ammo economy, and if your enemies are lined up, you can shoot through them. Our build is simple, with a damage mod. Scattered Justice isn't a new player mod, but if you have standing with the Steel Meridian Syndicate, the Scattered Justice mod is great to add even more pellets per shot. If not, you can replace it with additional reload speed. The Hack has a more powerful variant later in the game, the Kuva Hack, which comes with innate elements and alternate fire to fire all 4 barrels at once. If you like the big damage, reload and big damage again style, the Hack is for you. If you like full auto, check out our next entry. The Com is also a fully auto shotgun. It is unlocked at MR5 and its blueprints is found in the market. Com needs to wind up before it reaches its max fire rate. Like the boar, it clears hordes quickly, and with its wind up speed, really plays into the spray and pray playstyle. Each pellet deals slash damage, so you can see enemies start getting sliced up from your bullets. Despite the large magazine, each shot actually takes 4, and you can run into ammo issues too. Like the boar, keep a melee weapon handy in case you run out of ammo. The build is similar too, with damage mod and elements. If you like using full auto weapons, this shotgun is definitely a must try. It is so fun just for clearing waves and waves of enemies, especially the infested. Makes it feel like a zombie movie. I know out of the 3 shotguns I recommended, 2 have ammo trouble. There are mods that can help with your ammo, but the easiest and earliest way to ensure you have ammo is with a companion. Carrier is a companion that you can get from the market, and with its mod ammo case, that gives you additional ammo to use. Run this companion so you can keep spraying. Now back to the weapons. Our next category is fully automatic rifles. There isn't too much in this category in the early game, but I have 2 recommendations. The Bolter is unlocked at rank 2, and its blueprints can be obtained from the market. The Bolter is a giant automatic nail gun, and the enemy's hit will get impaled into the walls. It has good range and a good rate of fire compared to the Breton. Although it won't last into the late game, Bolter is effective in the early star chart. It fires projectiles, so you need to aim forward when firing at moving targets. The build for the Bolter is simple. We make use of the polarity to reduce the cost of one of the elemental mods, so we have space for higher rank elemental mods. Bolter is pretty much a direct upgrade from the starter weapon Breton. If you like using the Breton, you'll find Bolter to be more effective. There isn't much fully auto weapons in the other ranks worth using until rank 6. Here you unlock the Soma. The Soma is a high capacity, high fire rate rifle. Individually, it might seem weak, but each bullet has a high crit rate. Soma is an absolute bullet hose, and if you are accurate with its headshots, you can be dealing massive damage. Soma doesn't have many weaknesses. Its damage depends on its crit and can struggle against large hordes of enemies like any other single target weapons. For Soma build, we'll be making use of its 2V polarities. We fit a damage mod and 2 elements. We also use a crit chance mod to further increase the crit chance and extra damage. There isn't a large selection for the next chapter. Snipers. Vectis is unlocked at MR2 and its blueprint is from the market. As Warframe is mainly a horde-based looter shooter, it isn't surprising that snipers are not the go-to weapons. But don't let that stop you. It can still be used in open worlds like the Plains of Eidolon, where there's a lot more ground to cover. Snipers, when scoped, give additional crit damage. The Vectis is available early in the game and provides good crit chance and crit damage. Like all kinds of snipers in games, you need headshots for maximum damage. It is a simple build with focus on crit damage. The next section is bows, starting with the starter bow Paris. As a starter, you might think Paris isn't good. Well, that's wrong. Paris is a very good primary bow and can hold its own. It has good damage and crit chance. If you like bows, you can even clear the star chart with Paris. There is not much to say about it. You get it early, it has good damage and easy to use. If you like bows, you will have had chosen this from the start and it's a solid choice. Here is a build for the Paris. There aren't any bows that can be compared in the lower ranks to Paris. Until you reach rank 6, there we unlock the Dread. Dread blueprints are dropped from the Stalker, a boss that can appear on random missions. Dread has the highest crit chance, highest status chance, and a lot of slash damage. Slash procs are good because they can damage even the heaviest armored enemies. Its stats are all an upgrade compared to the Paris. Its downside is that it is a drop from a boss, so you may get the Dread or instead other blueprints from the Stalker. The build itself focuses on crit damage. Our last section will be for AoE weapons. These are my favourite to play, considering Warframe is a horde shooter after all. We'll start with Tonkor. It is unlocked at rank 5 and the blueprints are on the market. Tonkor is a single shot grenade launcher. You fire a bomb, reload and fire again. Think Arnold Schwarzenegger in Terminator 2. This is the best and earliest explosive weapon you can get your hands on. The explosives can cause you to self-stagger, so be careful with the splash damage. The grenade needs to travel 7 meters before exploding, so you can't fire them into the ground. It has good damage, good AoE and is fun to use. Now there isn't much to say except to get it once you reach MR5. Build is really simple, damage mod and elements. Another AoE weapon we will be using is the Ignis. You might have heard of his bigger brother, the Ignis Wraith, but even base Ignis is very powerful. Ignis is available from MR5 and its blueprint is obtained from the chem lab in the clan dojo. Yes, that means you need to join a dojo, but joining a dojo gives so much benefits in terms of weapons and warframes, and many clans do not have requirements to join, so if you don't have one, join one quick. Back to the Ignis. The Ignis is a flamethrower, and nothing is more fun than a flamethrower. Ignis does its damage from heat procs, status effects that cause the enemy to burn and damage them. It has infinite punch through, meaning it can go through bodies of other enemies, so it can clear groups of enemies quickly. Ammo consumption is probably its weakest trait, but with the carrier companion that I discussed earlier, you shouldn't struggle with it. Get the Ignis if you do not want to aim, just burn everything you are pointing at. I'm just going to run through the next section quickly. The next section are some weapon recommendations that are available later in the game. These are usually upgrades from what we discussed earlier. Once you find a playstyle you enjoy, you can look towards building a later game weapon. If you're a fan of automatic shotguns, the Cedo is one for you. It is available at rank 8 and its blueprint and parts can be bought from Father in Deimos. This is an automatic shotgun, fast fire rate and good damage, but the best part is the alternate fire. It fires a glaive that bounces around, spreading status procs onto enemies. One to look into if you like shotguns that can take you to Steel Path. If you're a fan of automatic rifles, the Fenmore is an absolute powerhouse. Its blueprint comes from the Zariman Syndicate after the Angels of Zariman quest. It starts as a semi-auto rifle and headshots charging its bar. Once charged, it transforms into a fully auto machine gun that does incredible damage. One to look out for to take into Steel Path. If you're looking off meta, the Aeolak is a weapon that I would really recommend. It fires fast moving laser projectiles, fully auto, and does good damage. It also has an underbarrel AoE grenade that does wide splash damage too. A good mix of fully auto single target and explosive playstyle. If bows are your playstyle, you will eventually unlock the Netherroot. You get this free after the new war quest. It is a powerful bow that has a perfect shot mechanic. When fired just before it fully charges, it unleashes an even stronger blast. The Netherroot is perfect for Steel Path and can take it without any formal. For AoE weapons, obviously Ignis' bigger brother, the Ignis Wraith. Better stats, more damage and status, and works just like the Ignis. Ignis Wraith will clear Star Chart easy and early Steel Path too. As for explosives, you can get the Kuva Toncore after defeating a Lich. The Kuva Toncore has innate elements for more damage and a faster reload than its little brother. There you have it. These are just some weapons that you should be using as a new player in Warframe, and some later game weapons that you can aspire to. I hope you enjoy watching this video, so share this video to anyone you think might enjoy this. Like and subscribe for more Warframe videos like this. Bye.